what I'm hoping to do here is to make a very basic drawing of a seascape and just put in a little bit of details, and hopefully the AI will assist me in putting in some more complex details. So I'm just going to start with a very chaotic image. So this is what they call image-to-image effect, I think. Where's my effects here? Color dynamics. Let's get a bit of hue jitter and brightness jitter in there, and just do a bunch of gobbledygook. Let's put even more hue jitter. Make my brush smaller. Okay, so rocky shoreline with some orange rocks and a cliff. Okay, so let's just see what I get if I put this through the plugin just in this state. Okay, let's see what happens. Is this connected? I think it is. All right. So I have massively simplified this from the one in the tutorial that I found on the internet, but I think it'll work. So let's see what happens if I do this. Get image not working. Okay, so what's the problem? Photoshop disconnected. All right. Connect. Hopefully that's connected. Now let's run this, see what we get. It imported our image. Now it's trying to give us something. No, that's not right. That is much too much detail. That would be a problem with the denoiser, right? So we want a denoise of 1 will give you a completely different image. Is that what that says? Lower value will maintain the structure of the initial image, right? Okay, so this is completely different from our original image. What we want is to be similar to our original image. So let's put this at 0.15 and see what we get. Okay, so we get a bit more detail in there. This is awesome. And then it sends it back to Photoshop. So it sent that first image into Photoshop, and then this other one. So starting from here, it added just a little bit of details. This is so cool. And just look at that. Oh my. My goodness. So, oh, I forgot to mention. This is my my prompt. Boulders on a rocky shore. The sea is bright green. The waves crash against the boulders with white crests, etc. As you can see there. Hopefully, this is recording. And I'm using a checkpoint called Epic Realism and Allura. Am I using Allura? I'm not sure I am using Allura. Looks like I'm not. I thought I was, but I... Okay, well, I'm not even using Allura. Look at that. Okay, so apparently I'm not using Allura, which is nice. If I added Allura, I might be able to get even more details. But since I'm getting this sort of effect already, I'm just going to keep going with this. All right. Back to Photoshop. Okay, so I already have some artistic ability, so I'm going to put in basically what I want. Dark green sea. And rocks are going to be dark orange color. That is too much tonal variation there. Let's turn that down. Brightness jitter, hue saturation. Brightness jitter is all right. Put that down to 7%. What is going on? I don't like those light colors. Brightness jitter. Hue jitter. Why am I getting all that jitter there? Let's turn that all the way down to. What is happening? Foreground jitter. Background foreground jitter. I don't want that at all. There we go. That was the problem. Okay, so some boulders here. Big boulder, small boulder. Let's see here. Add some bright colors on this side of this boulder, some like that. I'd say maybe a bit of a shore here, but I want the cliff in the background to be a lot darker, so let's make that like this. Okay, need to add some bright greens into the waves here. And you want some frothy, just a couple touches of really bright green in there on the crests of the waves. And I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just, I've looked at a bit of artwork with waves in it. I'm thinking maybe this is what I want. I need to add in some more dark greens right along the cliff there. Little bit more differentiation on these rocks here. And some white with some, let's see, what brush do I want? Oils, no, don't want that. Little bit of froth. So I just have like I said, I have a very basic idea about what I want. And if I did this by hand, I could eventually refine this into something that was pretty cool. But if I can save time by using the AI to add details, then that would be pretty cool. So, in my mind's eye, these are some of the basic shapes you might see on the seashore with a photograph. Of the sea. Okay, and I should probably add some backlighting. So I'm going to say cool blue on the back side of these rocks here. Okay, and just for good measure, I'm going to add a gradient. Let's see here. I'll add a slight purplish gradient this way. and another gradient going the other way that is orange. That's too much. Let's make it a bit more subtle. Okay, and I'm just going to add a little bit more dark gradient over on this side again, maybe with a bluish color. Okay, I could add some more details in there, but that's okay. Whatever. That's let me look at this in reverse, see what I get. Okay. All right. Now let's see what we get. So it called the image and it applied all these. It's applying some details and oh, look at that. My goodness. Makes me I don't know what to do. This is so cool. Ah boy. So it's brought that into my image here. As you can see, it has tried to match some of the patterns that I've been working with and give them a little bit more detail. And that is so cool. Now, here's what I'm thinking. What I'm thinking is there's probably only like I don't want to go completely with what this has given me, but it's pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a mask. Okay, so my mask layer is all black, or mostly black. And now if I set my brush to white, I can add in a few of these details that I like. Let me turn off, let me get a different brush here. Just a regular smooth brush. So I like this, I like this. Some of this. Oh, I'm just filling in the whole thing. But yeah, so anyway, the way the workflow should work is if you want to maintain a little bit more control over what you're doing, then you just use this tool to paint in a few details where you want it, so that you maintain some control over what you're doing. So let's add a new layer. Get my my paintbrush back and put in a few more details and fix a few things I don't really want. Okay, so I don't want that much tonal variation in this brush, so let's go back to color dynamics, turn down brightness jitter to almost nothing. Hue jitter, saturation jitter, 1%, probably good enough. Purity, I don't want background jitter. Okay, there we go. So this boulder is a bit bigger than what I really want, so let's fill that in. Also, I want it to be like this, a bit more like that. Add some of those grays in there, a little bit more in there. Add some of this in there. Add a bit more definition to this rock surface here. Some more greens in there. Add a bit of froth in here. Lighten up this, whatever that is. Add a bit more of a crack running down this rock here. Let's put another crack going up like this. Let's make this a lot darker there. Add a bit of an outline here. Probably don't want to keep that outline, but I'm sure when I run this through the program again, it'll do a bit of a fix on that. Let's see, I want to add a bit more definition to this here. Okay. Tighten that up. This is a very bright orange here, so let's add some to this rock here. And that rock, it should probably even be even brighter. So let's select an even brighter shade of orange. Put that in there. Probably a bit of that bright orange on this rock here. And probably some there, and a little bit there, and just a smidge there, smidge there, smidge there. This one is at a different angle, so let's just put a bit of a highlight on it. Oh, like that. Put in some froth and bubbles in there. More froth and bubbles in there. Again, add a bit more definition to this. Add some more bubbles and froth here. Let's make that rock a different color than the other ones. Let's make it a dark black rock. And make that dark, that rock black. Add a bit of definition there, a bit more definition there. And we need a bit of more of a shadow on this rock here, so let's put that in there. A hard edge. Let's give a highlight to this edge. A bit wet. Bit of definition there. And let's see. There's something funny going on there, so let's darken that up a bit. Fade that around a bit. Add some more definition right in there. A couple darker colors. Add more of a crack in the rock there. there and a bit more in there. All right, so let's run that through the AI again. See what we get. And we get a little bit more definition. Pretty cool. So what do? We changed it from this to this. Mm. That is so cool. All right, now let's see what happens if I. This will be really cool. Now this will work if you're using very chaotic shapes like this. Like this wouldn't necessarily work if you were trying to draw a person. You might get some weird effects, but if you're just doing like nature shapes, this will probably work pretty well. So let's turn the denoiser up to 3 and see what we get. I'm just going to change my prompt here to lots. Did I say lots of pebbles? Let's try lots of pebbles with a little bit of emphasis. Rocky shore with pebbles. Okay. What am I? Okay. These are my negative prompts here. Sky, cars. We obviously don't want those. And run this, and let's see what we get. We get even more details. I don't know where this blurry effect is coming from. I don't really like that. Now let's try an even higher value of, say, 0.6. And let's see what we get then. Oh, I have to make sure I turn off that layer. Okay, so turn off that layer. And now we run it again. And we get that, which is too different from what I actually want. So I think, let me see what happens if I try this. I'm going to turn down the denoiser back down to 0.3, which is still pretty high for what I'm trying to do. Maybe you want it that high, I don't know. But I'm going to add into my negative prompts motion blur and out of focus. That might clash a bit with this painterly style up here, but I don't know. I have no idea how this works. But okay, let's see what we get. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Anyway, I plan to make some more complex tutorials about how to do this. I just started using AI assisted figuring out AI stuff basically in the last few days. So if I can help other people do this sort of stuff too, then it'll be great. And if you want to help me out, please look up my book on Amazon. It's The Screaming Void by Art Gaines. It's available in hardcover, softcover, and on Kindle. And if you like John Carpenter's The Thing, or the Alien franchise, or Chronicles of Riddick, then you might like my book. All right, so thanks for watching this video, and like and subscribe.